Good afternoon, everybody. Today we are going to be making some soap. I have not made some soap for well over a month, maybe even 2 months now. So anyway, let's get into this gorgeous soap. I have some new molds that I'm going to be using. We're going to be using a silicone mold, but I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to give you the recipe as well that I'm using on this one. This is a vegan recipe. It is palm free as well. So let's get making. So now to start with, I do actually have my bowl here. So this is just a Pyrex because what we want to do is actually melt down the butters. So on here, I'm going to weigh up all the butters that I need, and then we're going to melt them all down, let them cool down, and then we will add them into the lye. So I've already made my lye. That's setting aside in this jug just to the side over here that you can only just see in the camera. I made that this morning. So basically that is just your sodium hydroxide and your water. And like I said, in the Pyrex here, we are going to add in everything else that we need. So let's start with the cocoa butter first. This is going to be 84 grams. So let me just add some more. And a tiny bit more should be right. So there we go. So we've got our beautiful cocoa butter. I am getting this from Deluxe Shea. I do buy mine in quite a large portion. Now, when you buy them in large portions, it does cost a lot more money, but it makes it much more cost effective over time. So if you can only afford one, I'd definitely say try and get like a big shea butter or a big cocoa butter. Just buy one at a time if you're making lots of products. So anyway, we will tear the scale out, and now we're going to be putting in some coconut oil. So we need 133 grams of coconut oil. So in goes some coconut oil. I definitely need more than that. What did I say? 133. So let me just add another bit in there. Okay, so that is enough for that. Now let's get on to the shea butter. So now we are going to be adding in shea butter. What do we need of this? We need 126 grams of shea butter. So now this isn't a massive big recipe like I used to make. I've decided to make them in a little bit of a smaller portion, but depending on how my new shop goes will depend whether I make them in bigger portions or not. Now let me just take a weeny bit out of this, because we don't want to add too much. We want it to be right. And if you add too much butters in it, it means that you won't have enough lye to keep it to the right thickness and texture and everything else you want. So it does need to be right. So if you make something wrong, just take it back out. I can see where the shea is. So that's right now. So 126. And you can see how gorgeous this is going to be with these beautiful butters. It's really moisturizing and just feels so lovely. We are going to add some beautiful coconut cream in them after, but for now we are actually just going to obviously do all of this side of it first. So now that we've got all this, I'm going to melt all of this down, and then the only thing we're going to put in it later is, you know, we need our olive and castor oil and things like that. But for now we're going to melt this down, and then I will bring you back. So now that we have mixed everything, we are literally going to be putting all of our oils and butters into here. So everything has sort of melted down. It's really pretty much room temperature. I just personally don't like to use a glass container to mix lye in. It's just personal. That's just me, because I know it does warm up. But it would probably be fine. I just don't use it. But it's good to mix it up. And plus, I melted this over the stove in this Pyrex. So that's why I did have everything in it. And during the last little segment, you would have seen me mix all of my olive oils, some castor oil as well. I did mix into this. And now we're just going to transfer to this bucket so that we can pour our lye in. So let's get doing the fun stuff. So now, before we mix everything up, I have some delicious coconut cream. So I am going to add that in. This is what it looks like. You can buy it in a tin. And I actually want just 50 grams. It's only a little bit of this. So I've added in the 50. That is it. And now let's mix all this up. Now, because I'm using coconut cream, I've already mixed it up. So you'll see it's already creamy. And this adds to an absolutely beautiful, like honestly, such a beautiful bar of soap. So now I'm going to add the lye in. We're just going to pour the lye straight down here. So let's just pour this straight down. Now this is a batch of roughly about 700 grams as well. Now I will put the recipe in the bottom as well, so check that out. It will be in the description. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe, because a lot of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, and it really does help my little baby channel. It helps me to keep making videos to teach everybody what I'm up to. But anyway, let's now mix this up, then we can separate it and put all the colors together and make it gorgeous. So now, just to help things along, I do have an extra container here because I just want to separate and put a tiny bit of red in this, and then the rest of this is going to be black. So let's just pour some in. I'm going to mix this up a bit as well as we go along. So let's just mix this up, and you would have seen in the video I've already mixed these, which are my red and black micas. Now we are going to add a fragrance, but in the one that's red, I don't want to add a fragrance because this color is going to change a little bit, not a lot, but it is definitely going to change. So I'm literally just going to pour the red in here. And look, if you use a little bit of mica, you're going to get a much pasteler color. If you use lots more, you're going to get more. But basically, you can add up to 1 tablespoon per every half kilo. I usually don't add as much as I can. I usually add a little bit more. And then, like I said, this one is going to be the black in here, and all the fragrance is going to go in this one. But I'm just going to add that in. You'll always notice that black seems to get thicker. That's one thing I notice with mine. I get all of my micas from Sud Off in Australia. They're a great company. But if you're in a different country, you know, look at your suppliers. Ask them questions. Most suppliers don't care. They will help you out. Anyway, let's blend this up. Now this is quite thick and perfect. Now this particular mixture I'm using, this honestly will get thicker and thicker. So I promise you it'll get really thick, but let's blend this black one up too. Now they're both reach trace, but I do need to add in my fragrance in this one, so I'm going to do that. Now definitely make sure you clean up as you go along. Look at my dirty old hands with these gloves on. But if you don't, usually you'll be like me and you'll drop something, and always take out the stick blender if it comes apart in 2 pieces. It's just, you know, makes it safer for you and you don't have to stress. But anyway, we are going now to get the scale. And we're just going to measure up and pop our fragrance in this section. So now I'm going to add my fragrance in here. This one is called Black Cherry Sorbet. This is actually from Pure Candles, but I'm just going to add 10 grams of this into the mix. And then I'm going to add 10 grams of licorice, which is less that I can use if I want. And you can mix it up, but because I'm not using the full mix, I'm just going to put 5 of the licorice. That is it for that. So now let's mix it up. The last thing I'm going to add is some sodium lactate. That's like a salt derived, and it will actually help my recipe. So you can just add 1% of that if you like. All right, let's mix it up, everybody. We are almost ready. Now also remember, if you see it's quite hard, do remember that sometimes your fragrance is definitely going to alter everything. So if you use licorice, a lot of licorices will make your mixture get harder. So all I'm going to do is literally just pour it in. I'm going to give it a rough little chop in here, just so that when it mixes, it's just going to plop in this particular color. So I'll show you inside. It's just a mix of black and red. So here we go. Let's just add into our containers, and this is basically all I'm going to do. Now it is thick, and it is definitely not as fluid as I would like it, but you know, it's just the way it is, isn't it? Like I said, I haven't made soap for ages, everybody. I actually forget. Sometimes, you know, I make these things and I go, oh no, I forgot that this is what soap does. I mean, you know, but it doesn't matter. We are going to knock these containers nice and flat, and then they're going to be gorgeous. I'm thinking maybe, because I am going to get some boxes made up. That's my hope anyway in time. So maybe I'm going to use these kind of containers, you know, to make it beautiful. Now, if it wasn't as globby, you'll be able to, you know, definitely just pour it in and that's it. So then we want to get the container and literally do this. Now, don't worry if it's messy on top, because we can actually just plane that out with the planer later. So let me add some more in here. And you can definitely see it is the licorice 100%. When it's thick like this, the only problem you're going to have is often you get like an air bubble in it, which is no good, because, you know, then it will might have like a little hole or something in it, which we definitely don't want. But it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, this is a part of using all different fragrances. So let me just... And I did forget about this with this licorice. I've had this licorice for a little bit. It comes from Pure Candles. It's a great licorice. It's like a sweet smelling licorice, but sometimes it doesn't love me. So anyway, and today is one of those days, but we don't mind, do we? I know it looks messy, but I promise you tomorrow it's going to look beautiful. And usually I do not have this issue with my soap, but it is what it is. I said just bang them down. If you put it on a tray, you'll make it easier, but I didn't do that today, which is okay. I don't mind. And if it doesn't work out, well, there's more soap for me to use for me. So but anyway, I will remember this next time, that I have to work fast. And look, there's a number of elements that went against me today. Now, the first element is I'm using licorice, which I forgot thickens up so much and it goes a little crazy. The second thing was I did use this black mica, and I know it does thicken up more than a lot of the others, so that was also an issue. So all those things combined, and also my recipe is heavy in butter, but usually it doesn't do this. I mean, look at this. This is just crazy. And anyone that's watching this and you're a new soap maker, there is a common statement that you will hear a lot of soapers make, and they will say it's soap on a stick. And that literally means that sometimes you'll use like a fragrance like lilac. A lot of florals do it, and they will straight away get thick and crazy. It's just the chemical reaction that actually happens as well. But anyway, that's, you know, so that you'll know. And that's crazy like this, but worse than this, you can't even move some soap. It will literally be stuck super hard. You won't be able to move it at all. You won't be able to do anything. Anyway, this last one's too small, but we will keep this for myself. And this does need to cure. I let all my soaps cure for about 6 weeks. So this one will not be ready until December, I think. What are we up to at the moment? October, yeah, so December. This will be sometime in December, I think. maybe their second week in December. But I still have plenty of soap. I have heaps. So if you're looking for soap, just go onto my website and you will definitely see other soaps. Once this is all ready, which won't be ready for until tomorrow, then we will actually come back. I will film it. I will show you. We'll take it out and we'll see if it's going to be kind to me or not. But it's looking like a big mess. I mean, look, let's be honest. But look, it's just the way it is. I'm not going to try and fix anything else here. I'm literally just going to clean up a tiny bit. But it doesn't matter. Tomorrow is a new day, and it will look beautiful tomorrow, I'm sure. But for today, let's end this off, and we will come back and see what happens tomorrow.